Welcome everybody, welcome back to the stream. My name is Jose, I'm a Yondang in Kendo, and today we're going to talk about Kendo. I've been kind of lost for the past couple of weeks. I'm sorry about that. I've been just moving stuff around. I'm in a new spot. So today is going to be a little bit of a test stream as well. So I need your feedback. I need you to let me know if you experience any lag, if you experience any type of like sound disconnect or anything. That would be amazing. I really appreciate it. Leo, thank you for the welcoming back. I'm here. And Tiago, good evening. How are you doing? How you been? How's everybody's Kendo week? I would like to know. Have you been doing Kendo? Is your dojo back at full force? How's your training going? Let me know. I would like to know that. Theo, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for passing by. And yeah, I want everybody to let me know how's been your Kendo week. My Kendo week was a little bit kind of chill because I kind of hurt my back, so I didn't do much, but I still managed to get some practice in. I actually had practice today, feeling way better now. I didn't hurt my back during Kendo at all, so yeah, it was good. It wasn't that bad. I'm feeling way better now, so everything's good. Leo, so your dojo is canceled because of the holidays. You know that's I understand that because I'm guessing a lot of people will take, like a trip out of town. But it always sucked for me, like if I stayed home and I wanted to do Kendo and the dojo's being closed because, they closed it. So that always sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't have practice. Tiago, your dojo has returned to regular practice, but you still don't get to join them. Oh, because of parent duties? Okay. Well, I know you'll take care of that and you'll get to, come in your own timing. Are you guys using masks during practice or not? Because it's kind of funny throughout different parts here in the United States. Some places are using masks. Some places are not practicing. Some places are using them, not using them. So it's kind of a little bit of different places. So I have practiced with both mask and no mask. When I was in Mexico, I practiced with masks with that high altitude, and that was challenging. So that was definitely crazy. I wanted to Leo. So you say kids have masks, instructors on and off. You're having trouble with kids hearing you. Yeah, that's you gotta work your kiai, I guess, right? I have to work my kiai. Definitely. So I understand that. So it's it's interesting because I guess every dojo depends on like the states and the regulations and so on. For example, when I was in Greece, I didn't have to wear the mask during the practice, but I had to wear the mask to get in and outside of the dojo. So every place has different rules. Theo, college got the best of you. It's been a week without any contact with Kendo. Well, here we are. Hopefully you get a little bit of contact with Kendo. So today I'm actually gonna tell you guys ahead what I'm going to show you. Yesterday I saw that the All Japan Kendo Federation YouTube channel was live on a tournament. So actually let me get it was the 67th All Japan Tosai Taiko. And it's the Eastern versus Western Japan Taikai. And I saw that Furukawa Sensei was fighting on it, and Ega Sensei was fighting as well. So I managed to see the end of Ega Sensei's fight, and I didn't see the final, so I was hoping that we can see the final. They didn't separate the videos in different matches, so I just picked up the whole stream, and I'm going to go over some of the, like that final fight. I think it will be... Yes, Tiago. As a matter of fact, you know what I can do? I guess I can paste the link here. And of course, I'm going to take the moment to remind everybody, if you're not already, here is the link to the Discord. If you're not there yet, I know I've been neglecting everything social media related lately, but I normally paste all the stuff there. If you have any questions, you can answer that. The link for the tournament that we're going to see, the whole live stream, it's now in the comments. It should be it's not. Hold on. Oh, you guys cannot see. Hold on. Let me bring this up here. Huh. Is that better? The link is there, but you have to go to the chat box to click it. What was I gonna say? And because I wanted to, I kind of want to show current stuff. I wanted to look for videos on Kotemen because the last stream I said that I wanted to look over Kotemen, but I feel like this just happened yesterday. It's a little bit more relevant, and I still feel that I need to internalize some of the things that I'm thinking about or practicing when it comes to Kote and Kotemen. So, I can have, I guess, a little bit of better comments for you guys. But nonetheless, I think that this is going to be current. It's going to be very, very interesting. Today I found out that there will be an event in October and another event that I think is a possibility on November. So the November one is going to be in Finland, and it's supposed to be a testing. And I just found out today, like literally just a little bit ago, that Greece is also going to have test for Godan. So that being said, I may need to look into that because I literally just found out like 20 minutes ago. And that will be interesting. So if you know any events that are happening, Kendo related, whether it's online, you can pass by the Discord, drop it there, let everybody know so everybody can, keep an eye out and, stay informed. And looking forward to, see you guys if I happen to be in the area for an event that anybody posted there. So that would be awesome if I get to practice with some of you guys. Tiago, so wait, Leo said Ega Sensei. Yeah, Ega Sensei was there in the tournament. Unfortunately, he lost. But if I can find that specific fight, because again, I found the whole stream only. We can watch it. And Tiago, you said that your favorite wasa is Kotemen. Why is that? And Leo, Atlanta is doing something in October. Yeah, I think you told me, right, that testing up to Sandan, I believe. So if you're looking to test up to Sandan in US, Atlanta is going to have an event. Yeah, it will be nice to figure out the dates. The dates for the one in October in Greece, I can tell you guys. It is October 24th. Okay, so it's pretty late on the October calendar. And Leo, so yes, up to Sandan testing. Nice. Guys, so I always enjoy everybody in the Discord talking or, bringing up questions. I always try to give my best thoughts without, hopefully without giving any bad influences on the answers. And I kind of wanted to bring up a couple of things, especially if we have some beginners here in the stream today. I think that also be interesting. But I got asked the question through Discord, how fit do you have to be to do Keiko, right? And it's interesting because I feel that is kind of one of the big problems that I foresaw from people returning back to Kendo after the COVID break. Jan, welcome back to the stream. Exam in Malta. And Greece is not on the EFK. Yeah, I think EKF website. Yes, I know that one's. Well, I think they just confirmed it. So the Sensei from Greece just let me know that it's happening. In Malta, no, I did not see the one in Malta. I need to check. I guess the EKF is a little bit better at updating the website, right? So I'll keep an eye on the website just to see if I can attend any of those. That'll be awesome. Great. Thank you, Jan. Really appreciate it. And Tiago, you're saying that you really like Kote, but Kote feels like a complete win over the adversary. That's very interesting. I do like Kote as well, and it's a very, very effective wasa. So I think I understand what you're saying. You like the speed and coordination it requires, and you hope you're explaining well. I think you're explaining well. it's interesting because when it comes to kote men, they can be very different timings depending on the situation. And for example, in that video that I like to show every time that I show basics, especially for men with Teramoto Sensei, if you watch that video, there's a section where he does kote men. And it's interesting how between him and his partner change the timing of the practice, because sometimes he does like kote men in like, you know, like pop pop in that type of rhythm. And then sometimes he does kote men with the opponent kind of going backwards. So he has to adapt. And it almost sometimes it not looks like it. He does like 2 steps before the man because the opponent's kind of going backwards. And I think that type of practice gives you different types of coordination, awareness, like a versatility. Versatile, to be more versatile on executing the waza, and it keeps your mindset on the next waza. I feel like a lot of times when we're practicing kote, we hit the kote, and we don't even come to tatatari when we're already kind of like losing steam. We don't really follow through. I see it a lot, especially in beginners, right? They hit, and especially when they know that they're gonna go in tatatari, they don't even make contact. They kind of just like hit it, but then just kind of like let the body drag into it. Where if you have the mentality of going for men after, even if you don't, you're gonna have a lot better follow through and more sharper follow through. That's why I enjoy thinking about kote men even when I'm doing kote. And I don't know if I think I mentioned this in one of my streams before, but I have a friend that I met in Japan. Actually, no, I met him here, but he's from Japan, and then I met him in Japan as well. That he was explaining to me about not dragging your left foot, because it happens a lot when you do a waza. A lot of people tend to drag the left foot because they put all the weight on the right leg and the left foot kind of drags. But for some reason, people, when they go for kote men, that kote, the footwork is perfect. They normally drag it on the men, right? So he told me about pay attention to that and try to understand that every step should be like that one, right? Because you should have that mentality that you're going for another one. So your feet are under you, your body is ready to go again, even if you're not gonna go to the next one. So that way you don't drag and you do like a faster recovery. Hope that makes sense. Tiago, you say you only started to grasp kote men when you realized how important it was to keep center and height of the shinai immediately after kote. That and proper footwork. So footwork, you guys know, I'm addicted to watching footwork. I need to put a lot more self-awareness when it comes to my footwork, because I think I'm doing very long steps. I think I'm getting it better now that I'm more aware of it, but I think I need to raise my awareness on it. And footwork, I think it's the basis of it. Now, interesting enough, where you said the whole thing about keeping center, when I was in, and by the way, I'm sorry that I haven't had the time to actually go through all the videos that I got from Griva Sensei in Mexico, but he was explaining kote men, and he obviously he explains it after explaining kote, right? And the interesting thing, especially about the way that he does kote and the way that he shows the kote, is that he has full extension at the moment of the kote. So for the men, it's just literally snapping your wrists in to get the men. At least that's how I'm looking at it. That's how it feels. And for me, implementing those things has made it that much more practical, faster, and I feel more together with my body when I do it that way. Over when I do it, and I'm saying this because I know I've been doing it wrong in certain aspects, that when you hit down the kote, when you don't have that full extension forward, when you hit down, then you have to really bring the tip up, which also kind of has a possibility of creating the bad habit of pulling with your right hand, which we don't want to do. And it gets messy because the distance is so wrong, because you can have, it takes longer for the sword to get there. It's hard to explain it without showing it. I think I need to like either record a video of doing it right or wrong, or find videos, because when you have that full extension and your hands in front of you rather than below you, you're meant, it's going to be just a snap of your wrist, a snap of the fingers over moving the whole arms and moving the whole sword. So yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. I think it's a technique that develops a lot of good habits, especially if you backtrack it into kote. I think you develop good habits. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling. I'm still processing the stuff that I learned on that seminar, so bear with me. Guys, let me ask you a quick little check. Have you guys experienced any lag on the stream? So far, everything's running smoothly. Before I start playing some videos, let me know. Just that way, I'm not getting any errors on the computer, on the readings. Everything seems to be okay on that end. But I just want to make sure that, we're good. By the way, everybody that's here, thank you very much for liking the stream. It really helps the stream to get out there, and it lets me know that you're here. So thank you, Leo. Thank you, Leo, for letting me know that stream's running cool. So I wanted to discuss a little bit about how fit do you have to be for Keiko, and if you have a different opinion, please share it. Let me know what you think. This is my thoughts. I think that you have to have certain level of fitness, for lack of a better word, fitness and health in order to do it, so that way you don't injure yourself while you're doing it at first. But as you keep doing it, I feel it's kind of like a cycle where you're going to get better at it, not only physically, but also technically. You're going to learn how to do things better and more efficiently. That being said, this is one of the things that I fear that many people may not have returned, may take longer to return to Kendo after the COVID break, because they don't feel confident on getting into the dojo, thinking that, oh, I don't have the conditioning that I had when I left, right? And it can be very, very defeating to kind of come back into the dojo and something that you were able to do, like part of your basics, and then you get winded. It can suck. It can really suck. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that we're doing this for ourselves, and we need to compare it to our current situations. It's okay if we lose conditioning. I think the more we do it, the easier it's going to be for us to do it. There's some things that we can do to prepare to get into Keiko. But interesting enough, I think that no matter how much, I guess it does matter a little bit, right? But you can go out and run, get your lungs to get better, so on, but you still will get winded during Keiko, because I feel that, especially when you're doing Keiko, you have to give everything, right? Or at least I try to give everything. If I'm being lazy, I feel bad. So I try to, every time that I'm doing Keiko, I'm doing my best. So even if it's a very short Keiko with someone that's a lot lower level than I am, I always try to come out where I'm a little bit, like I'm breathing heavy. I'm not just like I was just standing there. And it's normal. I think it's normal. I think the most important part is remember that it's normal to, breathe heavy. You want to try to control your breathing. You always want to do better. But I think when it comes to how fit you have to be to do Keiko, I think it has to be to the point where you're not going to get injured. And I think that senseis and peers are very aware of making sure that we both get better, not try to injure each other. So it all depends. How fit, I think, has to be a conversation about also what your goals are within Kendo. And that we can talk about it separately if you guys want. But I would really appreciate your thoughts on what do you think about how fit do you have to be to do Keiko. Steven, welcome to the stream, man. I really enjoy having you here. Remember, I have Ghost of Tsushima. I've been playing it. I done a couple missions. I haven't done the online thing yet. I'm learning the motions and stuff. I made it all the way to like the wind stance. I think I have 3 stances, different stances, and that's where I'm at. So we need to get together and maybe play some Ghost of Tsushima at some point. Leo, so you're saying, so if you have a long Keiko like with Jishiren, should you conserve your energy? What do you mean by conserving your energy, right? Because, and I'm going to tell you, this is my personal experience, but I feel that if I start kind of conserving my energy, like holding back, just you cannot turn lazy during the keiko, and then people start getting you more, right? So what I try to do, my main concern is try to, when I'm not attacking, make sure that I'm relaxing anything that's not being used. So I think that's the biggest part that you only learn with keiko, and I think you become more effective with it as you do keiko over going out to the gym or running and stuff like that. Because what I'm trying to do during my keiko is I'm trying to relax everything that's not being used and engage everything that I'm going to need. And I will call it conserve your energy. What I will do, for example, when there's like long keikos, maybe I will take a second between one person to the next. Like if we're having that setup where like everybody's lined up in front of each other, and I mean, there's lines of people in front of senseis. Like when you go from one sensei to the next one, you get to have a little break. And if you're in the receiving side of that, I mean, normally you get a little bit of a break between every person, and you can always have the line of people, let me just take a second, and then you keep going. But that being said, I don't think I see it as conserving my energy. Every time that I've done that, it just kind of comes back and bites me. Thank you, Steven. I'll definitely enjoy it. Because I really like the mechanics of the game. I need to explore it more. Um, and I'm gonna give you guys the biggest example for me when it comes to conserving your energy. I've been in a situation where I'm fighting someone good or high level, right? And then I have to fight a beginner, and then I'm gonna go fight someone else that is high level and is really good. I feel that I need to keep myself very aware of not like letting my brain go to sleep or letting my body go to sleep within that fight with the beginner, because I feel it's going to take me a couple of seconds to get re-gear on the next fight. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe that's a mental thing for me, but I like to keep my mind and my body kind of like sharp and always into the fight. I try to make sure that I don't waste energy. That I'm trying to do. I don't like to see it as conserve energy. I like to see it more as to not waste energy. That's my thoughts. Um, Leo, you said that you like the emphasis on relaxing what you do not use. Makes sense. You find that you conserve your energy. You tend to over worry. Over worry how? That's interesting. I'd like to know. I'm gonna give you a good example, and this kind of comes into different formats of practice, and I find it very interesting. So some dojos will do kind of like the kakarigeko, uchikomi, and all that, like very physical practice at the beginning, and then do the technical part, and then jigeko at the end. Some dojos will do it backwards, right? They will do the technical part, and then maybe do uchikomi and kakarigeko, and then jigeko, or maybe even jigeko and then kakarigeko at the end. I think that one is one of my favorite ones, because when you're in jigeko, you have to be engaged, you have to be, giving your best, and then at the end you just throw everything else on the kakarigeko or the uchikomi or kirikaeshi. But there's a very fine line on people that when they know that they're gonna do their basics first and they're gonna do uchikomi before jigeko, whatever, they tend to like conserve energy during the kihon practice, and ends up being, that's I think the most hurtful thing that you can do to your kendo, like especially holding back on your basics. I'm not saying that you have to come in and always like blast through and everything. No, I understand there's some times where you want to do it slow so you can perfect it. But even when you do it slow, you don't do it lazy. I don't know if that makes sense, because that's one of the biggest things that I always try to emphasize for myself. And I think it's specifically true when you're demonstrating for other people, because even though when you do it slow, and I guess that would be a good example. When you see a sensei doing it slow so everybody can see it, you still see them with good posture, good stride, with good kiken taichi, good follow through. So it's not lazy. That makes sense? Leo, so if you're worried about energy and burning out, you will be burned out. It's like I am worried about worrying, so you're not focusing on the right thing, so you end up burning out. Um, so and holding back is bad. Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole science of that. That's the whole point of that. Oh, I think my stream frozen right now? Are you guys? Can you guys? Let me see. My thing says is frozen, but I mean my little screen is frozen. Okay, my little screen here is frozen in the YouTube viewer, but everything seems to be okay. So I'm gonna trust you guys. Please let me know if anything, happens. Sorry, I'm a little bit concerned on that just because I have a different connection and I haven't set up the cable connection. Okay. Holding back is definitely bad. I don't like it on the physical part. I don't like it on the mental part. And I don't like it on the fact that when you're holding back, in the sense of you want to save energy, you tend to be lazy. And it's been my experience. It could not be, but in my experience, when you're being lazy, that's when people fall. That's when people get injured. That's when people lose self-awareness of where their body is and they fall, they get injured, or they injure somebody else by falling on them or something like that. So I always try to make sure that even if the practice is going to be very short, we're all there mentally and physically all the time. The practice is long. You have to make sure that you keep reminding yourself of, I am here, I'm doing this, I'm not doing anything else. One more. I don't know if that makes sense. That's the way I like to see it. Hope that makes sense, guys. Hope that makes sense. Steven, use your energy efficiently. Yes, and okay. So, yes, when it comes to energy management, use your energy efficiently. Don't hold energy back, use it efficiently. I like that. When it comes to the body, it's a little bit harder because, especially as we grow in Kendo, we're going to make the motions and the movements more efficient. And that's where it becomes really tricky, right? Because you want to make sure that you improve your footwork, but you're not necessarily have that awareness of how to do that. And you only get that by just doing it. And if you're always holding back, you don't get that fatigue on the muscles that you should be relaxing. And then I guess your learning process will take longer, I think. That's in my experience. I feel that that's one of the reasons why I like Kakarigeko, for example, so much, is because it will let me know right away, within one or two sets of Kakarigeko, will let me know if I'm tensing too much my shoulder. It will let me know if I'm, if I'm overly extending, if you're paying attention to your body in that moment, I think that's when you get the most learning about yourself when it comes to your emotions. So I really like Kakarigeko because of that. I always see it as a learning experience so much more than a physical training. It is both, right? But I feel it like it's very good for self-awareness. So you will feel it right away. That being said, we talked about footwork. I always, you guys know I'm a fan of studying footwork. I always look at every video's footwork, and I'm trying to look at my footwork more during the Keiko, because during the videos you can bet that I'm watching my footwork, but it's hard to do it while you're doing Keiko, while you're doing your basics, and that's been my goal for the past couple of weeks, personally. So that being said, I'm going to give you, I guess, my best tip for footwork, and if you have any, please share them, because I want to know them all. I want to share them too. But my quick tip on footwork, it's always engage your left foot. Every time that you're not moving, your left foot should be engaged, getting you that energy you're going to need to push forward. One person that you can evidently see it do it very good consistently is Ega Sensei, for example. One example, and I'm sure we're gonna see some in the videos that I'm about to show, it's when they push their body forward to kind of get the reaction for the opponent. If they have an opening, you're gonna see that if they have the opening, the left foot is already pushing forward, ready to pounce. But if they don't get the opening, that left foot still there, ready to pounce, they just don't do that push at the end. So always, every time, keep the left foot engaged. The left foot should always be pushing down on the floor and pushing you forward until it leaves the floor. And when it touches again, it should always re-engage. I call that anchoring. I called that anchoring in a lot of the streams before. I think maybe bracing, like, you know, like the runners when they brace themselves before they start. I think that's a better word. But let me show you a little bit of what I mean. Let me find this video real quick. I have it on my channel. Let me just get that. It's gonna be real short video, and we can. I think it's actually one of the shorts video that I posted a while back. Let me see if I find it. Yeah, because I know I have it on my computer. It's not in the shorts. What? Okay. Anyways, I know we're gonna find a lot of examples. I just wanted to show that. Yeah, let me just get going with the. Let me just get going with the regular video, and I'm sure that we'll find good examples there. Leo, so you're saying the left foot being braced like a runner who is ready to launch from a race is a good image. So I'm not a runner, so I don't know the mechanics of the bracing, right? But I'm going to say you have to keep your left foot on the brace just as a runner just heard the shot to take off, right? Your foot should be there pushing you, getting you the energy forward, but you haven't really exploded, right? That's why I'm saying not before, because maybe before they can relax the foot. I don't know what the mechanics of that. But right at the moment when they hear the shot, they should be pushing into the floor, so that way their motion can start going forward. And I guess when you see the opening, or when you anticipate the opening, that's your launch into the race, right? I don't know. Hope that makes sense. Anyways, so this is the East and the West Championship. What I am not sure if is police officers are allowed to compete in this competition or not. I'm not sure. I know I saw Furukawa Sensei and I saw Ega Sensei, but I believe they're retired already from the police as in like a main main job. They're probably like coaches for them or so. Okay, this is the opening ceremony. I'm gonna skip a lot of that. I wanted to see. Hold on. I wanted to see Ega Sensei. Oh, okay. I feel like this wasn't this Murakami Sensei in hold on. Wasn't Murakami the guy that got second place in the... Because if you notice, it's different ages, right? And it's... Hold on. Wasn't this Murakami the one that won the All Japan? The regular All Japan? Hold on. I hate... Okay, I hate... Give me 1 second, guys, because this... It was like right here. What happened? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go forward. Jan, are you here? Because I was wondering if you know the format of this tournament. Because I see different ages. So I'm guessing they also put together against schools and universities and so on. So I was wondering how the format of this tournament is. But I found that like the most interesting facts were towards the end. But I'm looking for Eiga Sensei. Or Furukawa Sensei, because I believe Furukawa Sensei also won. Okay, well, I feel like these ones are going to get interesting, so we can watch some of these. Hold on. Did you pass, Jan, on knowing the format of the tournament? Well, I appreciate you letting me know that you're here. Okay. Oof. Oh, okay. Let me see if we can go back. How is it that I go back 10 seconds? Okay. And frame by frame. That was a okay. What do you guys think? Was that Kaeshido or Nokido? Let's see who. See if anybody caught that. Okay, so interesting enough, you see how, okay, 427, let me see, 427 and a little bit back. I wonder if I could, I cannot go backwards on, okay. Let me just go forward. I think we're only gonna get one shot at looking at Ippons here because this video is so long that going backwards is going to be extremely annoying. Leo, you said 5:25 as in 5 hours 25 minutes, or because this video is 7 hours, or 5 minutes and 25 seconds. I'll appreciate it. Anyways, and thank you very much. So one of the biggest things when it comes to Ojiwaza, I think, it's making sure that you apply pressure on the opponent, right? Instead of just waiting there. And I think you're going to be able to see it right here. Thank you, Leo. I'll check it after this fight. After we find this ippon. So interesting enough, you see, like he start putting his body forward. His opponent kind of reacted by also going forward and dropping the tip, but he kept the pressure forward, right? He kept himself forward. You cannot really see his left foot, but I assure you, he's pushing forward with that left foot. And as his opponent commits for the man, he tries to do Kashido, but his opponent kind of changed the angle on it. And then he went for the do. So interesting enough. I don't think I feel like there was contact on the Shinai maybe towards the end for the Kayashi, but not sure. Okay, so I do want to watch Ega Sensei. And guys, let me know if the video it's skipping for any reason. Please let me know. I'll appreciate it, so I know if this is going to be a viable option. Leo, what do you think? That you think that he missed what, the Shinai, or yeah, because the do he got, like, you can't even see the do, but the Shinai, I feel like he missed the Shinai. Okay, so Leo, you said 525 and 28. So hold on, should be right here. So you see, every time Ega is on the left right now, and every time he takes a step forward, you see he re-engages that left foot, ready to push and keep pushing for a waza. Yeah, he got the do. He definitely got the do on the last. I think Ega's reaction is just another level. You see that fight of the Shinai, Ega is coming in and his opponent is kind of always returning back. I think against Ega, that's dangerous to fall into those type of patterns. I feel like he's like a computer. He's like picking up all that information. Yeah, they are very close. They are very close, but their steps are so compact that they can get a good ippon, a good strike from that distance, right? Look at Ega Sensei's footwork. That left foot always comes back into place to hit, to keep going. Merx, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. I promise I'll be making more videos soon. I've been a little bit out of it lately, but I'll be making some more. Right now, hope you enjoyed the stream. Welcome. Thank you for passing by. After this fight, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Shinai Movement. There's something very interesting I want to share with you, and I want to get your thoughts as well. But look at the ease that both of them move the Shinai with and the different angles that they can hit, right? Oh. Those type of hits like that, they kind of get you thinking like, oof, that was close, and kind of throws you off your game a little bit if they happen too often. I think that break right there was beneficial against that, because now you can clear your head, you can re-engage. Man. You can't hear the kiai. Let me see. Let me know if this is better. That's, you see how small of a motion he was able to get such a good impact on that. It wasn't an ippon, right? But he had a lot of snap on those fingers and wrist. You see that I'm gonna stop for a second. You see how he did that Fumikomi kind of to get a reaction from his opponent. I'm gonna see if I can backtrack it for like just a few seconds. He did that, but if you look at his left leg was there ready to pounce if he needed to, right? I feel that a lot of times when we try to do that, when we try to replicate that on on a competition or the dojo, people tend to put all the weight on the right leg, making them disengage completely the left leg and just don't have any power. So if the opportunity really gets presented, you don't have the ability to go forward. Lee, you're saying if I have sound on the stream, you cannot hear it. Is that happening to everybody else? Let me make sure that I have everything. It says to me that sound is going out. You see. Okay, for some reason it's I guess going out more for my headphones than it is for my It's happened to everybody, guys. Please let me know. Yeah, you can hear me, but for some reason you cannot hear. Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. Hold on. Look at this. My bad. I haven't streamed in a couple weeks, and it shows, right? Okay, wait. This was second pause, right? This was the second pause in the same fight. I think they're doing that thing that happened at the first, at the All Japan earlier this year, the first All Japan, the regular All Japan, that they were taking random breaks. So now they're going Nencho. Huh. Or maybe I'm confused. Maybe I didn't hear. Maybe I'm tripping. Interesting. Yoshida Sensei, he's also being very proactive, and I think it's a good match against Eiga Sensei's style. But that was close. Dangerous. Oh, that lifting up of the left leg, that's kind of weird. You see, he's pushing forward. Yoshida, he's pushing forward with the left leg engaged. That last one, he kind of dragged it a little bit, maybe because he knew he was going to be in Suba Serie. Look at that left leg. Oh, it's funny because I saw this last night and I still got surprised. Hold on, let's watch some of that. Yeah, and you were saying that Eiga Sensei was going to win by Kote, but he just lost to Kashido though. Okay, let's figure out in slow motion what happened here. So, interesting enough, I feel like maybe already Yoshida was already primed for the Kaeshi because he did that motion before. This is an assumption. I'm not saying that he was. And then he made the distance and okay, wait. It's not this one. I thought. It's not here. It wasn't there. Hold on. It's here. Let's see. See, both of them giving pressure forward. Yoshida kind of went back and then applied pressure again. And this wasn't it. Oh, this is the one where he lifted the left leg there that I was saying that it was kind of weird. Okay, so it's a little bit further. Okay. So at this point, I feel like Yoshida is being a little bit more proactive in the sense of pushing forward. But again, I feel like Eiga Sensei right now, it's kind of processing the information he's gotten to find an opening. And here, they both give themselves pressure. Yoshida anchors his left foot or braces his left foot, gives the pressure forward. Okay, I feel like it's... So we've seen a lot of times where Yoshida is coming in and then pulling back, coming in and pulling back, right? I don't know if he's trying to get the timing, the distance, or get him to commit right on the first push. Right there. Okay. It's 5:33 and 17. Hold on, let me... Okay. Okay, right here. Let's see what happened. Okay. So they're both right here standing on the ground. Eiga Sensei starts approaching. Now, he goes back, and then now he engages the left foot to start pushing forward. The distance and the position of the Shinai that Yoshida has right now, it's very good to hit that Kaishido, and he's able to do that quickly. You know, he was in a better position, and I feel that Eiga went in a little bit of a reaction, and that kind of hurt him, but nonetheless, great fight, because they both had great kendo. Okay, Leo, you said that 551 is 551.36 is Furukawa Sensei. Thank you, Leo. Much appreciate it. Jan, you think Furukawa Sensei is gonna win by Tsuki? Furukawa Sensei Kamae, it's so firm. I don't even know what the right word would be. Oh. It's a very good and explosive man, huh? Yep, that man was really close. Take care, Jan. I really appreciate every time you're here, man. Have a good one. I'll check the European Kendo Championship website so I can look at the events. Oh, so Okido scores man, and Jan gives a spoiler. Let's watch that man real quick. Hold on. All right. So in this one, did he catch him going backwards? Oh, wow. Okay, so interesting enough, and actually it's a conversation I was having today at the dojo, yesterday at the dojo actually, that when you go backwards, you have a lot of chances of getting hit, you're getting scored on. Not only because you're already kind of like on a retreating mode, but also because your opponent is coming in with a lot of speed and intensity. So it's that's one of the good things about practicing Rensoku Wasa, of coming in forward, one more technique, and this I feel like a little bit of what's happening here. He missed he missed the strike on the first opportunity. He kept going. Another opportunity presented itself, and he hit it. He took it. On the other hand, Furukawa Sensei was going backwards, was backing up, and when you have someone in that line of sight, it's really hard to kind of like match the power and deflect, right? Oh, but wait, that wasn't the men. Okay, I feel like it's here then. Huh. Wait, that wasn't it. So where's the April then? That's why I hate these long videos. Okay, so this was the kota that he threw before. Let's see. I feel like maybe I missed going backwards. Sorry, guys. So I guess we keep going. See that fight with the footwork? Oh, that's okay. So that was the ippon. Okay, so I guess like this is a little bit of a reverse situation that we had before, where Furukawa was going backwards, right? Wait, what happened here? Dang it. Okay, it should be right here. I guess a little bit further forward. Wait. Yep, okay. So, yeah, I got it here. So, okay, they re-engage back into distance right here. Now, there was that moment, and this is very interesting because at this point, it had to be something that he either felt within that fight, within his opponent, to be able to take that approach, because he's coming in. He does a very subtle. Let's see if I can put it a little bit back. Right here. So let's study it frame by frame. Right, he pushes in forward with his right leg. I wish I could go back just frame by frame as well. Okay, so he engages his left foot right here, right? He brings back his right foot. He starts pushing with the right leg. not moving his hands. And this is one of the reasons why I think any good sensei will tell you, do not move your hands when you move your feet, right? Like, especially for small wasa, you want to move your feet forward first. So at this point, he has complete control of him going forward or backwards without compromising his kamae, being able to defend himself. Now, he keeps pushing forward, still has to move his hands, and then he's still pushing. He's definitely pushing with the left leg. Pushing forward, look at how much reach he has gotten before he decides to move his hands. All this time, I am willing to bet that he's observing Furukawa's reaction. He realized that his motion didn't register. He felt that he had enough speed to get to that man before he was able to do any type of blocking. And here's when he starts moving his hands, and he explodes with his hands forward. So sharp, by the time that Furukawa sensei starts going forward, he gets caught up on the upswing when already Okido is going down on the downswing. I think it's a great man. It was very spontaneous, but I believe, especially at their level, very well read, man. Why is that spooky? Leo, why moving like that spooky? It's like a ghost, right? So Okido was already in, and by the time that Furukawa sensei registered and decided to counter his men or challenge his men, at that point, Okido was already coming down at the point where Furukawa sensei was raising his shinai to make the cut. And so it was a mixture of timing and technique, I believe. You're saying it's like a snake, is mesmerized by the upper half of the body, not moving, but his feet sneaking him in. Yeah, and that's a big skill to develop within Kendo, right? Like, that's something very important and something that I think is very, very effective, even if you do like big waza, to move your feet forward and then your hands. It's harder. You definitely have to learn to relax your upper body as your left foot and your lower body is engaging forward towards the opponent. Yeah, it's very high level stuff, I think. Now, notice Furukawa was not rushing in. He's still reading his opponent. He's giving a good fight. And, he's keeping his composure. This is key in order to get back into the fight, right? Even so, look at the pressure they're giving to each other. Okido knows he's close to the edge, right? So he's trying to push back. And Furukawa, it's done a great job at kind of keeping him at bay, right? Keeping him to a corner. He's stating his presence. Ooh. Oh. Tie. I feel like that was classic Furukawa Sensei, that moment right there. The clock, I think, stopped it from having a great moment. Whether it was going to be an Ippo or not, I feel like there was going to be a lot more happening if the clock didn't ring and stop that fight. That was crazy. I feel like that was the last match. Yeah, that was the last match of the competition. Steve, happy Labor Day weekend. Thank you for passing by to the stream. Yeah, we actually haven't gotten any hurricanes here in Miami. I feel that this year is going to be very, very chill in the sense of it's been kind of colder. Not colder because it's never cold here in Florida, but it wasn't as hot as it's been in the years where hurricanes came. So I don't think we're gonna I think everything's going to be fine. Did I ever meet Okido Sensei's son when I trained at Osaka Police? Yes. I believe he was the captain, right? When I was there, I believe he was the captain of the team. Yeah, I don't know if I have a picture with him. No, I don't think I have. But yeah, like I mean, his kama is pristine, man. Yeah. He's awesome. How is everything over there? How's training? I've seen that you guys getting back to practice. I want to see if I can pass by at some point. I'm eager to go do kendo with you guys over there. Ben, what do I think of the limited Suba Serie rules that have in place now outside of the virus safety? Do you find it more enjoyable to watch kendo matches, or do you think it hurts the matches? Big debate. So I think when there's a rule, there will always be someone to benefit from it. So I think I understand what they're trying to do when it comes to promoting more of a fight, from regular distance or from further distance than just Suba Serie, because, and I'm going to use as an example the World Championships, that I feel like when a team gets a point, a lot of time it gets spent on Suba Serie. I feel that the rule per se doesn't need to be there as a rule, but I think Wakare should be implemented a little bit more often, right? Taking as an example of the World Championship. Right now, because of the virus, I don't know statistically, and like if it makes a difference if we do kendo without Suba Serie, or reducing time of Suba Serie is going to prevent the infection or not. Definitely the masks, I think, is going to be doing a better job at that. I don't know. I have no idea, but I do think that it is promoting a different kendo, where before, especially I would see it on the high school tournaments, kids that they really knew that they were really good at Suba Serie, they will come in like this, covering everything to make sure that they get in Suba Serie, and then just try to wiggle around until they get a good opportunity for a Hikiwaza. I actually have a friend, I actually know somebody that told me, like he won a tournament with like 90% of his ippons being Hikiwaza, right? Because he's really good at it. So, I don't think necessarily rules like this will necessarily hurt kendo. I think having good shimpan would get better kendo. That makes sense? That's just my thoughts. So, Ben, you said thought it's rare to see high-ranking kendoka tend not to do a lot of suba serie anyways. And again, because it's a whole different fight, right? I even at high level, you do see hikiwasa, right? At Eidan level, and especially Nanadan, I feel, but in Eidan you don't see it so much, but you do see it because it is a technique. So remember, the churning time of Suba Serie, I think it's promoting people to not just stay there, because I feel it's easier for people that are like, it's easier for people to get lazy and just kind of like lean on the person and just hold the position, hold that point that way. It gets really, really messy, and you want to definitely promote both of them fighting. But I think a rule wasn't needed to drive this point, because I think good Shimpan could enforce this already with Wakare. Now, I feel that the rule can get confusing for the interpretation, when it comes to interpretation for outside of Japan. I haven't seen any tournaments done outside of Japan, and that's one of the main reasons why I like to sit down and watch the tournaments that are being broadcasted from Japan, because I want to kind of stay current and seeing how everything is being done. And there's going to be a lot of things that we as Kendoka and people as Shimpan need to understand to get that right, so we promote good Kendo. It's hard, man. I think being a good Shimpan, it's a big challenge. So I think we need to work probably as hard as being a good Shimpan as we do with our practice. And I think naturally good competitors tend to be also good Shimpan. But again, I don't know. If you guys have a different thought, a different opinion, please let me know. I would like to know. What do you think? What do you think, Ben? Do you like the implementation of that rule? You think it's not good? I think it definitely promotes a more dynamic type of kendo. It's going to be hard to do that whole dropping to the floor to stop the fight thing that happened at the World Championships. I don't know, just a thought. That to me, that was, I'm sorry, but that was disgusting. The fact that kept happening, that I was worried when I saw that. I was worried because I was worried that people were going to start using that as a clutch to kind of like change the pace of a fight. Because I'm not saying that everybody dropped themselves on purpose, but a lot of the times, no, I'm not gonna say a lot of times. Some of the times, it looks like some of those falls were intentional. And given the fact that you can fall and you don't get a hansoku and pretty much as a free stop of the fight, that could be detrimental to good kendo in the future. So I don't know. That was my worry. And yeah, I went on a tangent because of that. So, Ben, just to clarify, to make sure that we are in the same page, because you're saying you don't know, you think matches are more entertaining, but you do like Suba Serie too. Suba Serie is not illegal. The extended time of Suba Serie, it's the problem. So ideally, and like the most perfect scenario, you should do Hikiwaza shortly after going into the waza, right? Like you come in, for example, for a man, the person blocks, you close the distance, you didn't go through, but instead you clash with each other. You should make your opening and make your move shortly after being in that Suba Serie. I think the problem when it comes to the regulation, and again, we need to do a little bit more research, but for what I've read, for what's been translated to me, it's not that Suba Serie it's illegal. It's the extended period of time in Suba Serie that's legal. So you still are able to perform Hikiwaza. You just shouldn't stay there for a long time. And with that specific rule, a lot of different things got added. again, for my understanding, please, if anybody else has more information, let me know, because I want to know. I want to learn. But for my understanding, what it is that once you, I guess the addition to the rule is that you cannot be in Subasiria for too long, which I don't think that too long thing is defined. And then as you're coming out, once both of you start going out, you cannot attack, right? You have to get right distance before you engage to an attack. Which I guess it drives off some of that sneakiness of kind of like start going back, pretend to go back and go forward. It's a good, again, it's, if there's a rule, somebody will find a way to just go around it and do something to their favor, right? But it's good for us to stay informed and to find out what is that we need to do and how we need to do it, because there's two things that I know for a fact, and I tell everybody that asks me about this, and it's that if you want to do Kendo, I think probably for the next 2 years, and you want to be competing, you want to be doing, all events and activities related to Kendo, you should learn the rules that are being put in place right now, and two, you should be able to practice with a mask, because even though, for example, at my dojo, masks are not required, if I go anywhere outside of my dojo, I would have to wear a mask as I practice. So, if I want to attend different places and be able to enjoy Kendo and do Kendo good, I should be able to practice with my mask, even though if I don't like it. Which, by the way, I found new masks. Guys, I haven't bought the Tosando masks that have the big, like the big gap between your nose and your chin, for two reasons. One, because it's like $20 for one mask or something like that. I kind of don't want to do it right now. Number two, because I order some masks from Shogun Kendogu that fit into your men, but they're in a boat somewhere coming to me, and they haven't reached me, and it's been like a month and a half. Getting shipping from Japan right now sucks, guys. Just keep that in mind if you're gonna order anything that comes through sea. Ben, you're saying that you usually practice with teenage kendoka, and they can sometimes use it as a crutch. Yes, right? And again, I like to challenge myself and learn about all those different ways of doing hikiwasa. But I think the problem is coming in hikiwasa and coming in subaseriai and staying there for too long, just like doodling around and and I hate, especially for keiko. In competition, I guess it's a strategy. I understand it when people want to do it. I don't feel confident really doing it. I don't feel good doing it, where like people just stick to you. It gets annoying. I find it annoying. But I guess that's promoting getting rid of that. I don't know. I know someone will find a different rule or something, or a different way to bend that rule to make it to their favor. Guys, I'm going to say I'm very happy that the stream kind of went smoothly. I like the fact that the video didn't lag. You guys had audio. It seems that everything was running fine. After the stream, I'm going to go back and kind of like run through the stream to see how it recorded as well. See if the sound was syncing pretty good. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. If you haven't already, consider going to the Discord. It's completely free. You can, talk about Kendo there. Send me questions, any suggestions. You can send them to me there. You can send them to me here too. But I'm saying, there, I will reply to you quite often. I'm trying to be attentive to it, and we're having some plans and some fun things to do with the server. So I hope you enjoy it. That being said, please, if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video, on the stream, so that way this gets pushed out for more people. I am going to make more videos, guys. I'm sorry. I've been holding back a lot. I've been doing a lot of things, busy. So I will try to make sure I give more time this week to actually kind of put out some videos, especially some of the things that I want to be sharing regarding some of the things that I have been learning lately. Let me know if I can do anything for you guys. But in the meantime, I think this is going to be it for today. Again, you can find me in the Discord, and if there's anything I can do for you guys, please let me know. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your weekend. Happy holiday tomorrow too. So hope you guys have good food. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Leo. I guess you're welcome. But thank you guys very much for being here. You guys keep me motivated on staying here in the streams and keep practicing and getting better and learning for my kendo. So you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Take care. Have a good one.